welcome to Flipping with Cris Oviedo, a new space where we flip our mindset around real estate investing. Learn all of the secrets, all of the strategies, all of the tips on how to be successful real estate investors. We learn all of that from top experts in the field. My name is Cris Oviedo, and I am super happy to be with you today. It's a day of connection, it's a day of growth. And today we are going to connect with Santiago Carrera, part of the Unidos team. He's the vice president of Unidos. He's a long life realtor who has years of experience, who has helped thousands of families, who knows all the ins and outs of real estate, and who also later in life decided that kind of like what our super keynote speaker for Saturday did, right? That real estate, making money in real estate as a realtor was going to get him into a good place financially, was going to make him rich, but it was not going to make him wealthy. And we're going to talk about all of that with Santiago today. So let me go ahead and welcome him, bring him over here. Santiago, it's a pleasure to be with you today. Welcome to Flipping with Cris Oviedo.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you very much for that very energetic introduction. Yes, and we are here to introduce what a real estate investment is and how a real estate and investing in real estate can change your life and you know cut that cycle of poverty that
That's right.
most of us we have.
We want to break that cycle. We want to create a new cycle, not just for ourselves, but for our families as well. And, Santiago, I would like for you to start kind of like telling us a little bit about yourself. I know that a lot of people already know you and they've known and they've heard your story before, but I think it's important. I think it's important for those who might be connecting, who haven't heard you speak before, who maybe are not super familiar with you or have only done business with you. It would be important for them to get to know Santiago a little bit more intimate. So tell us a little bit about your story and what inspired you to be a realtor.
Well, sure. Well, I'm from Ecuador, and I arrived to this country almost 24 years ago. And I'm in real estate now, but the beginnings were not easy. Um, when I came to this country, I didn't speak any English. I didn't know how to communicate. The only thing I was always joke and said the only thing when people was talking to me, I was smiling like yeah, like. And then I start working in a construction and a cleaning company. It was what others Latinos were doing, so why not? So, and little by little, I someone presented me the opportunity to get into real estate. And at that time, I was working in a pizza store. I was delivering pizzas, and I was a dual career. Like most realtors, we don't go into real estate full time. We have to, slowly uh, have our full time and then, do the real estate part time. But uh, very quick, I was able to, cover the income that I was doing delivering pizzas, and I was helping many families at that point, and I was able to do the transition to a full-time realtor. So that's how I started. It wasn't easy at the beginning, but yes, I'm glad that I started my career in real estate since 2005. And from that point, my life changed as a realtor. I was able to help, right now I have been able to help people to buy and sell over 1,000 families and 1,000 people. And from those, probably, a good chunk of number from those are investors. And I'm going to tell you something about investing. I didn't know I was a realtor at that moment, and I was helping people to buy and sell, and I never saw the investment part, and I never understood, that yes, I was making a life, I was making a living in real estate, but uh, I didn't know how to invest, even though I was around houses every day, around properties every day, and that's how, by accident, actually, I became uh, an investor, and so that is pretty much how I start my career and the living in this, the new life in this country. The
Tell
land.
us more about that accident. It sounds like a happy accident.
Oh yes, I was. Let me tell you, so happy. So a realtor from my office, his name was Bill and Dennis, actually. Especially Bill, they told me, "Hey, Santiago, buy this property." I remember like 12 years ago, 13 years ago, there was a property here in Howard County, and it was, the price on that property was 33,000 at that moment. And I was saying, well, I have the money, but why should I buy a property? And he pretty much told me, Santiago, this is for you, and buy it. And I bought the property. I loaned some money, and I bought the property. And once I had that property, I didn't know what to do with the property because this house needed work. So I hired some contractors. I probably spent like twenty to $30,000 to make the house livable and up to standards to rent. But until that point, I didn't understood that I was an investor and I was, creating wealth. And then, once the property was ready, and then, I got a rental license from the county, and I did everything that I was supposed to do. I got a tenant there, and it's still, let me tell you, still, it didn't hit me, and I didn't get it that I was able to use real estate to create wealth and to make money. The only thing I had at that moment is just only being a realtor to, help people to buy or sell houses. That's what I do, right? But the moment, you know, that really hit me and I actually realized that I did, the bill did something good for me, the realtor, my friend realtor, that did something good for me that, pretty much forced me to buy this house that I didn't want it. But the moment that I realized that I made a good investment is when after the first month, when the tenant came to my office to pay me the rent, and I had that money in my hand and says, "Oh wow, I love it. I liked it. I liked it that people every month was giving me money, you know." And from that moment, my mind and my eyes just opened, and I started investing, you
Hmm.
know. And so that's how I became an investor, a real estate investor, yeah, with that property.
What a happy accident, right? And the kind of accident that we wish happened to all of us. And I know, for those of you who are watching, Santiago and I have a very close relationship. We're husband and wife. And I can tell you that, throughout the years, throughout the time, that's not the only property, that's not the only deal that came through our hands. And thankfully, there was somebody with the knowledge, with the experience, with a good intention towards Santiago and told him, "You're buying this." Like he basically told, I remember this so clearly. He basically told my husband, he said, "Yeah, this is for you." And Santiago was still like, "I don't think so. What am I going to do? What do I want another house for? I already have my house." And he said, "No, this is for you and you need to buy it." Before that, we had other deals, we had other opportunities, and we were giving them away. Why don't you tell us a little bit about some
That
of
was
those
fun.
houses and some of those deals that came through our hands? And again, because we didn't have the knowledge, because we didn't have somebody who would push us and help us see, right, the value of owning real estate, we literally they were put on our hands, we looked at them, we said hello, and then we gave them to someone else and said goodbye, and we were happy with the commission that was coming to our household. So why don't you talk about that experience a little bit? And
Well, let me tell you, absolutely. Everyone remember the 2007, 8, 2009, the recession that we had. So I got into real estate just right before that. And let me tell you, the recession, for many people was bad. But for me as a realtor, actually was the best thing that ever happened to me because every single, a lot of realtors, a lot of people from the industry left. because they didn't know how to navigate the system. Let me tell you, during the recession, it wasn't easy. It was not easy to sell real estate because there was a lot of short sales, a lot of foreclosures, a lot of people, they was not trusting the economy, and they say, no, I rather rent, and then I rather not to buy right now because, and everything was, nobody knew what was gonna happen. So, but me, I said, you know what, I don't want to deliver pizzas forever, and I want to do something else. And I actually love real estate. I love talking to people. I love to see the smiles on their faces when I help people to buy or sell. So during that time, there was a lot of foreclosures, short sales, and a lot of good deals. You know, but because I didn't have the mind, I didn't have the investor mentality, and no one actually came to me and says, "Hey, why you don't buy those properties? Why don't you, get, you know, just to give you an idea, I was doing the numbers and I had probably like 300 properties in my hands. 300, not three, not 20, not 50, no 100, 300 investment properties I had during that time in my hands. And what I did is, like Chris says, I had it in my hands and I passed it to someone else. I had one other one and passed it someone else. I didn't know why so many investors and people was knocking my door. Say, Santiago, what you got? What you got? I thought I was really because I was good looking and tall that they came to me and they wanted to do business with me. But it was not. It was the business. It was the houses. It was the investments that I was providing to them. So,
Right.
and until this guy, the guy, a realtor from my office, Bill, that I am tremendously grateful that he told me and he forced me to buy this house, this property. And then I realized, says, wow, I miss those 300 opportunities to make money. But you know what? Sometimes we says why I didn't do that, before. I wish I did those 300 properties left. Let me tell you something. As an investor, I was, helping these investors to buy the property, and I was reselling those for them. I got the experience. Let me tell you, I make money. I didn't make as much money as they did on the investment side, but I did it. But I got the experience on selling houses. I got the experience on buying houses. I don't regret that because, after I understood what I had in my hands, how powerful real estate is, and how much you can actually create wealth, just not for us, just the generational wealth for our kids or, to help people because the more money you make, and also actually, you can help more people also when you have more money, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not just about money, making money. It's about, what can you do with that money? How can you help other people, because I'm doing that right now too. So that's why, as I said, that's responding to your question, Chris, yes, I did have a lot of investment properties in my hand and I passed them to others. So,
And as you said, it's not with regret, it's with gratitude, right?
hmm
Because that is what has inspired, Santiago, myself, Marvin, and everyone from the team of Unidos to create this platform, to create this space of learning, of development, where we are teaching our community how to invest in real estate, right? Not just to buy your own house, not just to have your home, but to invest and
yeah.
build wealth. And so we have an opportunity this Saturday coming up for everyone right here in Maryland. And I want to share that with you right now. We have Thach Nguyen, who is somebody who has over $100 million in real estate investment in his portfolio. He's an immigrant from Vietnam who has been in the industry for over 30 years. He
I
has
don't know what's going on, but I
he
cannot
has
hear you.
he has
Can you hear me?
he has been in the business for a very long time. He is somebody who has reached, you know, just incredible levels of success. And he's now sharing. He's now sharing his strategies. He's now sharing with others. I had the opportunity to interview him the other day, and basically what he said to me was, I am doing this because I want to teach this to people so they can teach to their kids, so their kids can also pass that on to their next generation. He does not want, he wants to build full generations of wealthy people, not rich people, wealthy people. And Santiago, I want to go back to you because I think I think it took a little bit of time for us to understand the difference between being rich and being wealthy, right? Like having a life of abundance, of true abundance, right? And I want you to talk about that because that's really what inspired us to be part of Unidos. That we wanted to share that new idea of having an abundant life and what that really means, rather than just having a life of money.
Correct. Like you have said a key word here, abundance. And we think abundance is to have a lot of money. And just because you have a lot of money, you are going to be happy and you are going to enjoy your, everything. And it's not. Actually, we with Christina, we have with my wife Chris, we have been able to. Abundance is not just about the money; it's about the abundance of good relationships, abundance of good friends, abundance of time, because you can keep working, working, working 7 days a week, and you will not have a good life. You can have money, but if you are not enjoying your family and your life, and you don't have a balance on your between business and family, it, it's not good. It's nothing, so that's why we have joined Unidos. Unidos is a way for us. I believe in sharing. I believe in that we all have all these gifts. If you believe in God or not, or we all have all these gifts that God or the Almighty gave us. And my thing is, I have to multiply those gifts and those talents that I have. But it's not just about multiply those. It's about sharing those gifts and talents with others. And and this is what we do in Unidos. We are sharing that information with others. I want every single person that I touch, that I come in contact, to know everything that I know, so they can have that life of abundance on their lives. Not just about money, about other stuff, about time. So that is what I really want, and that's why I am really connected with Taj, our speaker, our keynote speaker for Saturday, because he was a realtor too, and he actually understood that that having a real estate business is not just enough to be wealthy, to be to have time, not just for it's not just about business. It's not just about selling or helping people buy or sell houses. It's about what else can you do with everything that you have, right, Chris? Is that
That's right. Yeah, that's right. It's not just about making that money, it's what you're doing with the money. But it's not just about the money, which is the part that really that I personally love the most about, because in the process of becoming wealthy and in the process of getting that financial freedom that we all want to do, we we sacrifice a lot, right? And that's the thing. Santiago just said, I over the course of how many years have you been in real estate? 17.
since 2005, 17 years.
So in the course of that, um, there's been a lot of sacrifices. There's been a lot of things that Santiago has had to miss in her family. And like he said, he had 300 houses. He could have started this a lot earlier. We didn't know how to start this earlier. We don't want this to happen to others. We don't regret it. We've built a beautiful life, but we want to make sure that the second half of our life, it's there. It's abundant. That if he wants to work, it's because he chooses to get up and work. Because, like Patch said, you got to make money while you sleep. You got to have passive income. And that's what real estate can do for you. That's what we're trying to teach our community. That's what we want our community to learn, because we want for ourselves, for kids, and for those generations coming behind us. We don't want them to have that poverty cycle continue to follow them. We want them to break that cycle. We want them to learn how to be investors. And that's the thing, this will allow you to do so many other things. If you're somebody who's passionate about helping your community, guess what? If you are already set and you have that income coming in, you can go and help your community. If you are somebody who's passionate like me in communications and informing your community, if you have that passive income, you can go and grow other businesses. Like, yeah, I have the peace of mind to go and start doing other things because I have that income coming in. So I can concentrate on putting information out and helping my community, supporting my community. If you're passionate about education, if you're a teacher, if you're a police officer, this is not necessarily telling you don't work. This is basically giving you the freedom to go and pursue those dreams and pursue those careers that you're passionate about, because you have that cushion. You have that income behind you. You have that passive income coming in, not just for you, but for your families. So you can then go and pursue other dreams and other things that you want to do. It's just giving you wings and freedom to do all of the things that you want to do. We have a comment here from Diego Hernandez. It says, hi, Santiago, I'm trying to buy a piece of land. What are the requirements?
Sure, Diego. If you can send me a message, I will have one of my team members to reach out really quick, and we can start with you and working with you right
So,
away.
and that's the thing, right? Like, this is why we create these spaces, because we want our community to bring your questions, to bring your comments. This space specifically is about investing, right? So, Diego, you want to buy that piece of land, come on Saturday and ask that question, right? Not just that question, but what ideas are around, investing with a piece of land. What else can you do? Maybe you already have a plan. Maybe talking to Taj will give you other ideas. Maybe he will expand your ideas on what you can do with that land, or maybe he'll just give you, you might even find a partner. I don't know. I mean, with Unidos, we have seen the power of connection as well. And Santiago, I want you to talk about that, the power of connection, and what we have seen at our different events when people come, and we have contractors and we have realtors and we have lenders and we have people who have money and know nothing about real estate or construction. We have those who know how to put flooring, those who know how to paint houses, how to do roofing, like all of these pieces coming together in one space. Talk about that beautiful connection and the power of connecting with others, and how that really like really makes us unstoppable in reaching success in real estate.
Well, let me tell you, the experience with the needles has been amazing because, like I told you before, we all have talents. We all have, we know something, okay? And by being and doing all these events or these get-togethers that we have with Unidos, with our, over the past year and a half with Unidos, is I've been able to reach people, to touch other people, to being able to know them. And it's not just about, like Chris says, we have contractors, we have painters, we have roofers, we have people who have that's commercial real estate. We have people who actually they don't want to do real estate, they don't want to do flips, so they don't want to do rentals, but actually they do have money. They have a lot of money and they want to, they don't want to get into the rental business. They don't want to have tenants, which is fine. The great thing about real estate is there is different ways and different options to make money. It's not just about, buying a house, flipping a house, or buying a house and renting a house, buy and hold or do an wholesaling. It's not about, it's a different other ways where by connecting with these people, I have this, it comes to my mind, this great commercial contractor that actually he won a big contract in the state, and he just, and he came to our event, and he says, Santiago, I won this contract, and I don't have contractors and I don't have people to work on these projects that I on this big project that I have. And this guy came to the event in Unidos, and he just stand up and say, hey, I'm a contractor and I'm looking for all kind of plumbers, electricians, and all that. Let me tell you, because of that powerful connection that we did at Unidos and one of the events that he accessed, he was able to
Flying
finish
to
that project and he
Maryland
was able
on
to do all
Right.
that and he was able to complete that. So the power of connection. We have a person that is an architect and we have an engineers in the group. So and guess what? In order to do a project, to do any kind of project or do a new home, you're gonna need an engineer. You're gonna need an architect. So we have those things. Hey, you don't have money to buy the next project? Guess what? We have lenders. We have people who has money there. Who's gonna give you the money to fund that project. So that is the power of connections. It's not, there's no way we can do everything by ourselves, but if we go
Right.
together and we surround ourselves with good people, we get it done. And that's what we have done at Unidos, right?
And that's what we're doing at Unidos. That's what I was going to say. That's why we have Unidos, and that's why we're sharing information. Sorry that I interrupted you. I was getting something ready because Diego just said, Patch is coming to Maryland. Well, we're not going to tell you. We want you to hear from the conversation I had with him.
I'm
Yes,
flying to
that is.
Maryland on June 22nd, and I'm speaking at their event. It's going to be all day, like 9 to 4, on how to actually accumulate 5 rental, okay, in the next 2 or 3 years, and how to find the right type of property, how to evaluate to know it's a good deal, right? How to basically, what it costs to rehab, how many doors you need to figure out, right? How to pay these property down, how to get loans on these property. I'm going to walk you from A to Z on how to actually accumulate 5 rental property, right? So you can set yourself up, okay? So that in the future, you don't have to work anymore. You can retire yourself, retire your mom and dad, retire basically anyone in your family, and teach your kid coming up how to actually own rental property. I'm going to teach this whole process from A to Z live in Maryland, June 22nd, from like 9 to 4 out there live event. So if you guys are anywhere near there, come see me speak, because I don't go to the East Coast often. Here's your chance. I'll be in the East Coast.
Did you hear that, Diego? Taj is coming to the East Coast. He doesn't come really often to this. And let me tell you something great about Taj. I'm in real estate, and probably one thing that I always I really like about Taj is sometimes we listen to people who never done anything, who never done any investments, who never done a fix and flip, who never done a wholesaling deal, who never done anything, but they are selling real estate, that they are doing real estate. They are telling you how to do it. One thing that I connect with Taj, and that's something that he says is, do not listen to the wrong people. Make sure you have the right person to give you advice, the person who already done it, someone who already been in there, done that, and have accumulate that experience and knowledge and has been successful, or not just successful, because sometimes things go bad, tell you the good and bad about the business. So make sure you always listen to the correct person in any, or in this time, in this right now we're talking about real estate. That's why I listen to Taj, because Taj already done that. He has been a realtor, yes, check, like me. Second, he's been a investor. He have over $100 million in property, in investments. I want to listen to this guy. I want to listen what he has to say, and what's his secrets, and what's the good and bad that he did, to get where he is right now. So Diego, you have to be here. You have to be there on June 22nd. So make sure you
Mhm.
get your ticket.
That's right. Saturday, we have the opportunity to hang out with him. It's going to be very intimate. It's only going to be 200 people. Tad doesn't really do this very often. He doesn't come to the East Coast very often. He doesn't go to events that are less than like 500 to 1,000 people. He's doing this for our community because he believes in what Unidos is doing. He believes he's an immigrant himself. He's somebody who came from Vietnam. He understands that our minority communities have the talent, have the power. We just don't have all of the knowledge. And that's what we're breaking. That's what we're trying to change. That's what we're focused on in Unidos. We want to take all the power, all the energy, all of the good stuff that we Latinos and other communities, because this is not just for Latinos, this is for all minority communities, this is for everyone really, right? But specifically for those communities that have traditionally not have these opportunities available to them. Guess what? We're breaking that cycle too. We're making this available for absolutely everyone, for all of us. We are focused on Latinos because we are Latinos. But if you're from Vietnam, if you are Asian, if you are Black, if you're brown, if you are white, if you're any color, any ethnicity, this is open to all. If you want to transform your life, investing in real estate, this is the event for you. We have the opportunity to learn from a superstar investor in person. There's a VIP opportunity. We only have 8 tickets left for the VIP experience, and that's like an intimate 20 people only with Tatch. During our lunch break, we'll have that opportunity to have a mindset millionaire conversation with him, where he's going to tell you not just how to be an investor, but how to get that mindset of a millionaire, right? And what that really means. Jessica, thank you. I am really excited that we're going to see you on Saturday. Thank you for being with us on Saturday. What else can people expect on Saturday, Santiago? Why should people come on Saturday? Why is it important that everybody comes on Saturday?
Just remember something. I was in real estate and I didn't really get how important are the investments. I was selling houses, buying, helping buying and people selling houses, and I was in the real estate industry, and I didn't understood how powerful it is to do investments. So, can you imagine a person that is not working in real estate? That what we're talking is like, why is important? Why a house? A house is a house. I can rent. Yes, you can rent. Not every single person is wired to buy a house or to have investments, but at least get the knowledge, get the you know you might get interested. You might actually find that is what you've been looking for a long time. So what are we getting, what are we giving away on this Saturday is a lot of information, a lot of good information from a great and notable and well someone who already done it, a person who's an investor. That is what we're giving away on Saturday. Okay, so that is powerful to have someone who has been in the business and doing all this by himself and willing to share that information like that. Why not?
Yeah,
Right.
experienced, successful, proven, all of those things, right? Check, 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 everything you need. It's so funny because when I was having that conversation, that little clip that I just played for you guys was from a conversation I had with him. And he was like, tickets are almost like a joke. He was saying $100. And he was like, he charges so much money to be able to see him. So don't miss out on this opportunity. In so many ways, is really, just making it really accessible for our community here in the East Coast, here in Maryland, if you're in Washington, D.C., if you're in Virginia, if you're in Delaware, if you're in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, I mean, if you are in the Carolinas, anywhere in the East Coast, right? Look up tickets and see how expensive or how I don't know, cheap or expensive they are right now, and make that investment. Invest in yourself. Invest in something that could change and transform your life. This is happening at the BWI airport. Let me put that information again. BWI Sheraton Hotel. So it's very accessible. We have a link specific for Unidos. So if you're traveling from out of state and you need help setting up a room, reach out to us. I'll put my phone number there in a minute, so you can reach out to me. If you go to the link, I put the link on some of the comments where you can buy your tickets. If you go there, that will also prompt you for my phone number, or you will be able to buy the ticket right there and then. Whatever you need, we're here to support you. We want you to be here. We don't want you to miss out on this event. It's going to be a great event. It's going to be a lot of information. And please share this with others. One thing that we have also discovered, and one thing that we really enjoy about Unidos, is the power of not hiding what we know, but sharing the knowledge that we have. And Santiago, I want you to talk about that, I know that a question that people ask you all the time is, why are you sharing all this? Aren't you afraid that you're going to lose your business by sharing all of this? So I want you to talk about that.
No, actually, we all have this mentality, and I don't want to share what I know, or everything that I have, all the information that I have, because I don't want you to copy me. I don't want you to be my competition. And let me tell you, I used to have that mind. I used to, say, no, I don't want to teach you. I don't want to tell you everything that I know. I don't want to uh, provide you this information because you're going to be my competition. But let me tell you, no. One thing I have learned in this country is huge, and there is enough for everybody. It's enough, let me tell you again, let me repeat it again. It's enough business for everybody. And one thing that I have learned is to teach people and tell them everything, and guide people. So these people that I guide, they become my partners, because there's no way I can do so many deals, so many houses by myself. I need partners. I need people who join me and help them, so we can together you know do business together and grow together. So that is the reason why I share all this information, because I want people to also do the same thing that I'm doing. Nobody is taking anything from me. Nobody is taking my business, because my business is my business. Like I said, it's enough for everyone. So that's the reason why I share. That's the reason why I joined Unidos. That's the reason why I'm the vice president of Unidos, because we align and we believe that by sharing the information, we all can become more powerful, and we all can be more productive and more happy and more rich, and we can all make more money. Who wants to make more money? Raise your hand, put a comment, or put a like there right now if you want to make more money. Why not through real estate, right? So that's the reason why I share my information. I share what I
And
do.
why not together? Yeah, exactly. And why
Yeah.
not together? So share this information, invite others to come on Saturday. If you're in the real estate industry, if you're curious about the real estate investment industry, if this is something that you have wanted to do, if this is something that you dream about, being financially successful, free, and having that abundant life, you decide where you put your time, where you put your energy, where you put your money, then this is the event for you. And this is something that you should share with others, those who you want to see also successful. Remember, when you hang out with successful people, you become a successful person. I see that Nadia wants to, she's saying she wants to be a millionaire. So
Nadia
hopefully,
wants to
Nadia,
do it. Yes.
yeah, we'll see you on
Good,
Saturday.
good, good.
Hopefully, we'll see you on Saturday. So you can learn directly from somebody who has already done this, who knows how to get there. He's promised us, he said on the video, he wants to teach us how to have 5 rental properties that are making, he wants us to make at least $10,000 a month, right? And he wants us to achieve this in the next 3 years. If this is something that you want to learn, if this
I
sounds
want
exciting to you,
I want
yeah,
to have 10 properties, no 5, 10, 20, 50 properties. Let me tell you, is amazing. It's amazing
yeah,
what we can do with this.
then come on Saturday. Be there on Saturday, 9 to 4 at the BWI Sheraton. The opportunity to learn from Thach Nguyen, this master investor, is here for us, for our community, for you, for me, for everyone who is courageous enough to break the cycle of poverty. I think you were getting ready to say something, Santi.
Just we are happy to share this information with you guys, and don't miss it. Don't miss it. This amazing information that is going to be shared for you, and that information that can transform your life. And Nadia says, "Oh, I'll see you there." And Nadia, yes, thank you for being there, and thank you for sharing. Make sure you share with your family. Bring everyone that you can to the event that is going to transform their lives.
We look forward to seeing you there. I'm going to play again the video, the invitation that Thach left us with before we close, and then we'll make our closing statements, and that'll be
I am
that.
flying to Maryland on June 22nd, and I'm speaking at the event. It'll be all day, like 9 to 4, on how to actually accumulate 5 rental. Okay, in the next 2 or 3 years, and how to find the right type of property, how to evaluate to know it's a good deal, right? How to basically, what it costs to rehab, how many doors you need to figure out, right? How to pay these property down, how to get loans on these property. I'm gonna walk you through from A to Z on how to actually accumulate 5 rental property, right? So you can set yourself up, okay? So that in the future, you don't have to work anymore. You can retire yourself, retire your mom and dad, retire basically anyone in your family, and teach your kid coming up how to actually own rental property. I'm going to teach this whole process from A to Z live in Maryland, June 22nd, from like 9 to 4 out there live event. So if you guys are anywhere near there, come see me speak, because I don't go to the East Coast often. Here's your chance. I'll be in the East Coast.
So we are looking forward. Yes, we are definitely looking forward and ready to just get all of that knowledge, all of that energy that Thach is bringing to Maryland for our community to learn how to become successful real estate investors. Like he said, where to get the money, how to figure out if the deal is good, how much you're going to need for rehab, like all of these things that maybe if you have not done an investment, you haven't even thought about, right? You're going to have that opportunity. And if you're already investing and if you're already doing this, learning never hurt anyone. You come on Saturday, you might hear something new. He might bring some information that you haven't heard before. Having had 30 years of experience, having been through so many recessions, having been and seen the ups and downs, right? Understanding the way the market is right now and what's happening, not just in the residential side of real estate, but commercial as well. And that interview, by the way, it's on our page, is in Unidoos on Facebook. You can find it on facebook.com and in Unidoos, in our page of Unidoos. If you want to listen to everything that he said, he talked about the different markets. He talked about the properties. He told you guys what properties not to buy. He said, these are the worst kind of properties that you can buy for rentals. Like, he gave us a lot of nuggets already in those 30 minutes of conversation I had with him. So go to our website, go to our page on Facebook, watch that conversation, share this with others. Santi, how about you close us out with some words that you want to make sure that everybody just keeps and remembers and just shares with others as well?
Well, something, even if you are already an investor and you know about real estate, let me tell you, from my experience, there is always a missing part. There is always something that you are missing, that you don't know how to do. And you have a deal that is, giving you, is not the right deal for you, or is not, and you have a hard time to find a way to get it done. Let me tell you, when I go to my events, when we go to our events, and somehow we find this piece that was missing, this person that we needed to know. And, if you already are in the real estate business, in the real estate investment, this might be for you too. Okay, if you don't know anything about real estate, let me tell you, this is going to explode your mind and say, why I didn't do this before? Like me, I wish I had to invest in those 300 properties that I had in my hand, but that is past. Okay, the best time to plant a tree is like 20 years ago, right? The second best time to plant a tree is today. So on Saturday is going to be your new and next opportunity to create your new tree, your new wealth of tree, right? So please visit us on Saturday.
That's right. We'll see you on Saturday. There's the link again on the page for you guys on the screen, mindset.unidoos.com/home/call. That's going to give you a prompt to either call myself and buy the ticket. I'll guide you. I'll help you. If that's more comfortable for you, you can also just click and buy your ticket right there. We hope to see everyone, and we hope you guys share this with others. Thank you so much. Marta Rodriguez says that she's already registered. We are so looking forward to seeing you
Marta.
on Saturday, Marta. Thank you
Marta,
for being part of our community of Unidos. And for everyone else, if you haven't bought your tickets, please do so. Like I said, VIP are running out. We still have a few of our general, but they're also starting to run out. So don't wait, don't delay. Get yours, share it with others who might benefit, share it with everyone that you want to see free and wealthy. That's who you want to share this event with. So Santiago, thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate it. And thank you everyone for listening, for watching, for sharing, for commenting. We will see you on Saturday. Have a good one.
Saturday. 9 a.m. I'll see you there. Bye.